There is a rat in our studio.
Yeah. It's laying on the floor dead behind us.
I can when I look at you, I can see it in the corner of my eye all the time, just laying there.
I'm just imagining it running up behind me and just running up on me. That's scary.
Yeah, I think if you move, you can see it on camera.
Whatever. It's okay. I don't know if we need to have it.
We're feeling bad for the rats. We're not laughing at it, but it's we really need to get a new studio. We can't be in here with dead rats.
No. I agree.
At least it's laying there kind of peacefully. It's the trees, or not the trees, but the leaves are above it, and there's raindrop sounds and stuff.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's not an omen for this episode. Anyway. Welcome back to Transparent. We are here. I'm back.
Yes. Right. You weren't here the last episode.
I was not. So you did an episode with Lola.
Yep.
Did you have a good time? Was it nice?
Yes, it was very nice. And now the quality's better again on the camera.
Yeah, my camera's back.
Yeah.
She's made an entrance into the building.
Yes. Well, we hope you are going to enjoy this episode. We're going to talk a lot of shit today. Yes. It's going to be a chaotic episode. So
strap in and strap on. And let's get into it.
That's right.
Tell me how much you love me. Tell me you'll never doubt me. Tell me how much I change your life. Say you can't live without me. Tell me I make you lazy. Tell me I drive you
sorry, I'm a bit gassy today.
Right. It's like that. It's like that. So, yeah, we are back here. It feels a little weird. I feel like a lot has happened in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit disoriented.
Why weren't you here last episode?
Because I was moving. Yeah.
Right.
So basically, for the people who don't know, I'm moving to a new apartment soon. But the thing is, I had a little bit of a miss when it came to the move-in date, because the thing was, when I originally got the apartment was this was a year and a half ago almost. But it's being built as we speak currently. So I got an initial date of the 1st of February was my move-in date for the new apartment. So I had a 3-month, I had to notify my current landlord 3 months before. So then I did, so that I wouldn't have to pay double rent for a month. And then I got an email, I shit you not, 4 or 5 days after, that the new apartment was going to get delayed. So then I was like, okay. And it was a month, it's a month and a half. And I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe I should just move to my mom's place for a little bit, save some money, have a little bit of savings before I move into the new apartment and stuff like that. So I decided to do that. And so now I live at my mom's place for a month and a half. And it is very interesting. The move itself was fucking chaotic. I mean, you already know, I've already told you, but it was just fucking crazy. I was literally working full time leading up to it. I had I was traveling to Estonia to judge the week or 2 weekends before. I had a lot of shit going on. So I really had very little time to pack. It was really just the evenings and 1 weekend ish that I could kind of pack properly leading up to it, or at least with it being a normal amount of time, because my old apartment wasn't that big. So I was okay, it shouldn't be that bad.
But you had a storage room also, right?
Yeah, I did. But that part was not that bad. It was honestly mostly the apartment. I realized how much shit I had bought during the years that I lived there, and
where did you put it? In the closets or
in the closets, in my bureau, just everywhere. Everything was just smack full of shit, and I was oh,
but did you get to sort out and throw some things away?
I threw away literally half my apartment. So that felt great, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of you know what, we're gonna start clean, we're gonna start fresh, we're gonna not bring unnecessary shit with us to the new apartment. But then I also, I had to get a storage unit to be able to put everything in,
right.
My bed, my TV, all of these things as well.
That's what
so that was a whole process in itself. But it got done, thankfully. And then I was throwing stuff away like almost all day, like just running back and forth to that fucking recycling room in my apartment building. Mind you, it's cold as hell in Stockholm right now, so that was interesting too. Like running like in the snow, like throwing away big like bags.
And now you only done like half of the move.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
I mean,
what's
everything's
nice
packed,
now
but, like,
is everything's packed and everything's
still
like
have to pack
ready
it
to go, kind of.
Yeah.
And the thing with the storage unit, which is really nice, is that yours?
What's that mean? It's the Discord group. I'll get like hundreds of notifications every day.
Sometimes it just spams me.
Really?
Or like sometimes I won't get like I won't get the messages for a while, and then it just all comes at the same time.
Yeah, well, so
Anyway.
you're not in the Discord. Join the Discord. There's a lot going on there. A lot of the times, people are talking about fun stuff and just chatting every day.
Lovely. You can find the link
Every
in
single
our
day.
bio on Instagram.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the move. I found this like service where they actually came there with like the storage unit. It's like a box, right? And they had it in like this big truck. And then they like I wanted them to also like move my stuff in there. So then I paid extra for that service. So they moved all of my stuff into the storage unit and packed packed the furniture nicely with like bubble plastic so nothing breaks and stuff. And then they went away with it. And when I move, they're gonna be there like in the morning, and they're gonna load my stuff into the apartment. So that's perfect. That's really nice. Then I had just stuff that I was going to move to my mom's place, basically. But the room at my mom's place is just packed with stuff on the floor, and I don't have any space properly.
Like boxes?
No, like bags and stuff like that. So my clothes are just on the floor, basically.
Nice.
Very lovely. But it's a month and a half. It should be fine. You know,
it's going to be extra nice when you actually move in.
For sure. No, I am so excited.
Then we'll be moving like at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I'm also moving. I haven't started packing yet, but I should.
Yeah, you should. Don't be like me. Don't pack the last days and have a mental breakdown, because that's what it kind of gave for me.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah. But how do you feel about moving?
I'm excited, but also, I don't know, I'm so tired of moving because I've moved every year now. Like, I've just moved so much that, yeah, I just want a home for like at least a couple of years. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't think the next apartment is going to be that, but hopefully the next one after that. But we'll see. But we don't have that many, like, we don't have our own furniture and stuff, so it's just like packing all of our things, which isn't as annoying as like moving when you have a bunch of like furniture, like couch and tables and stuff. So that's nice.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, I mean, it's kind of hard, like finding like the home that you want and finding a perfect spot. Like, I'm very excited now because the place I'm moving to is an area that I've lived in before, and it's it's my favorite area that I've ever lived in. So I'm really excited to be back there. And the apartment is slightly bigger than my last apartment, and you know, it's literally, I'm the first person to ever live in that.
It's not haunted. That's good.
Yeah, so that's perfect. That's really great. Who knows? But I hope not.
We'll see.
You never know what's buried.
Maybe the rat
there.
will haunt you.
Maybe it will. Find out. But yeah. How do you feel after the last launch of Atlas?
Atlas, we had our Below Zero launch, our second launch. It was very nice, a lot of fun, a lot less pressure than the first one, because the first one was like, we were really nervous, we didn't know how to do things, and we knew we were going to fuck up, which we did on a couple of things. So this time was a lot better, because now we know how things work, and like how to ship, how to pack everything. It was a lot smoother, a lot better, and then we also sold everything that we wanted like really fast. So yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. So when is the next? What's next? What's going on next?
Well, we haven't announced anything yet.
Okay, so stay tuned.
But
can you give a little?
There will be a restock.
There will be a restock. You heard it here first, y'all. Get into it.
But tomorrow I'm posting like vote what you want us to restock. So when you're listening to this, if you're listening on Tuesday when we upload, then it's going to be posted already. So you can comment what you want us to restock.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
What do you want?
Me?
Atlas miniskirt.
Yes. Right now. Give it to me right now. Yeah, but I mean, you know, I think it would be fab though if you did like a trans femme line at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
I can be the creative director for that. I'll join. Just for that one little drop. No, but yeah, but it's really fun to see. Like I loved all of the videos when y'all went snowboarding and everything. It looked really fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part about that like trip?
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. We went to just snowboarding for a photo shoot kind of, but then we also just hung out, which was super nice. Mostly just to hang out with them and have that little trip as like a work trip also, which is like, of course, it was annoying that like we couldn't snowboard because we thought about that all the time, that, oh, it would be so nice to do this, but as an actual trip and not as a work trip, because,
right,
you know, when you have to take pictures and film all the time, you're focused on that and not like having fun. But it was still fun because it was still work. So for being work, it was like really, really nice.
Yeah.
So I want to do more things like that. And then we're really happy with, you know, the pictures, the videos and everything. We wanted to create the vibe for the entire collection, which I think we did. So that's nice.
No, I think y'all did a really, really good job.
Thank you.
I liked it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Some people seem to be confused, like how clothes are like for trans people or for trans masks. And some people like love it because they're like, I've always struggled with clothing, so this is super nice. But then we have like a small percentage of people who are like, don't get it, or feel like you can just buy regular clothes, like no need clothes specifically for trans people. Like what's the deal, kind of, which is fine. Like not every single trans person struggles with, you know, clothing. Like some people feel completely fine with the clothing that already exists, and they don't feel dysphoric when wearing certain t-shirts or pants or, you know, stuff like that. But I feel like there's a large amount of people who struggle. And for me, like also I'm really interested in clothing and, you know, what I'm wearing and stuff. So it's just, I just remember when I was like pre-T, it was something that I paid attention to so much. Like when I went shopping, like how does it fit me? How does it look? And it was so hard to find what I wanted. So I think a lot of people don't realize that it is a big struggle for people, and it's just something that doesn't exist yet.
No, I agree.
Or now it does, but
if anything, it's also kind of like, I understand where people are coming from in the sense of like, yeah, you can alter things yourself and so on and so forth, yada yada. And that's totally fine. If that's something that people want to do, by all means, go for it. There are, of course, like cheap options for clothing if you want to go thrifting. But I think it's nice also, there are people who just want to buy something that they know is going to fit from the start and don't necessarily feel very crafty and feel very artsy to the point where they feel like they want to alter things on their own, you know?
I think it's just nice to have different options.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to go thrifting, go thrifting. If you want to buy something at like H&M, then do that. Or if you want something that's like good quality, boxy, made for trans people, made by trans people, then do that.
No, I agree. But yeah, but I think it's a good initiative.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
let's move on to the next subject.
That's a segue.
That is a segue.
Okay.
I'm just imitating you.
Right. So let's move on to the next subject.
I know you want me, you know I want ya. Oh, I really want to be. I really want to beat Pitbull.
You do?
I want to see
be
Pitbull.
bald?
Yeah, well, no.
Right. So yeah. But speaking of Pitbull and a good party. So
you met him?
Yeah, I met him the other day. Yeah, it was super lovely. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I was at an event the other day.
What event?
it was like this. There was a person who was doing a release party for their music video, and it was like a private event that there's like this lesbian club concept called Flatmates. You've heard of it, right? In Stockholm, by these two influencers who have it together, like a mask lesbian couple. Really, they seemed very nice. Didn't really talk to them like that, but anyway, my friend was invited, and then invited my friends and I too. And it was free beer all night because it was like sponsored by Brooklyn Brewery.
Really?
Yeah. So they gave us
free
like
beer.
Yeah, they gave us like a bunch of drink tickets, and those drink tickets kept coming during the evening. So
because like Shelmy asked if I wanted to go. It was on a Thursday. So like, I'm not doing that on a Thursday because I have to get up at 5 the next day.
Right.
But if I knew there was free beer.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I had a lovely night. I drank a lot of beer and I did not spend a single crown.
Damn it. Whatever.
So
okay.
yeah, no, it was lovely. And it was fun because it was also like a kind of, there weren't that many people there. But it was like, I liked that bar, first of all. It was at Morfaginkos. It's like a bar on Södermalm, like a specific area in Stockholm, and it's super, I don't know, it's a good vibe. There was good music playing. Also, the girl who released the music video played live also, so it was like a performance part of it. Really good music, actually. I really liked it. And yeah, it got me thinking a little bit, because whenever I go to like, honestly, some of the best parties I've been to have been like lesbian parties.
Yeah.
Over the years, because there's just so lovely. Like
weird.
The energy is just so nice. Like people are literally there to dance, and yeah, people are flirting with each other and doing their thing, but it's not in a creepy man way that kind of ruins the vibe. And like, because I often feel so like when you go to like a straight club or you go to a very gay, like male gay kind of club, like a white gay club, it's not the vibe. It's very much feral. It feels the hormones are flooding in the air. It feels like, or the pheromones, like everyone's there to hook up. It's kind of giving like it feels no, it's not the vibe. Not always the vibe for me. Sometimes it can be fun, sure, like if that's what you're in the mood for, but I often feel at those times it's not very clubby. It's not very like dance party, like good vibes where you can just enjoy yourself. Yeah. And I really felt like at this event thing, I was just dancing with my friends. We were talking shit, having fun, like just laughing our asses off. And like we could actually dance, and everybody was kind of in the same energy. So it was really, it was really nice. I really liked it. Also, the DJ that night was good. So it was good music. And
nice.
Yeah. And it really just got me thinking about the difference. And it is a huge difference. And sometimes I'm like, wow, men really can be, they really can fuck shit up.
Were there no men there? Or
there were some, but very few.
Yeah.
Very few. It was a little awkward though. There was one thing that happened that I was kind of like, oh, Hunter. Oh.
What?
So there was one guy who came up to me, and I recognized him, but I could not place where I knew him from, and he knew me. So he was like, hey, Hunter, how are you? It's been a while. I was like, hey.
Oh my God, how are you?
How are you?
It's been ages. What have you been up to?
Literally what I said. Like, literally. And then I was like,
Literally.
And I was like, have we... I did not remember where it was from, but I'm pretty sure that we had done something back in the day, or maybe not. I'm not sure. But I was really trying to figure it out, and I was like, "This is like someone I've met years ago. It was a long time ago."
What did you talk about?
Huh?
What did you talk about?
No, we just.
Oh, you just said that, and then bye.
Yeah, like I'm good. How are you? Oh, you here to dance? Like, yeah, I'll see you out there. Kind of vibe.
What if he just pretended?
I don't know, but it was. I felt very awkward. I was like,
did he seem gay?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, very interesting moment. And I feel bad because the thing is, I have a hard time sometimes placing faces if it's been a long time, or like names and stuff like that, or like remembering exactly. I'll usually know that I've met the person before, but I'm like, I don't remember exactly where. So then I'm like, what?
And it feels so awkward to be like, so when did we meet?
Yeah, exactly. Like I never know what to do in those scenarios, and I always feel so bad. I'm like, how do I not remember, or like
remember
who? Yeah,
but I feel like something that's also really embarrassing is when you've met someone and then you meet again, and then they go for a hug, but you go for a handshake as if you have never met before.
Yeah, that's always very awkward. And I always feel like it's hard to know. In Stockholm also, like, people are quite huggy, I would say. Even in sometimes like in professional settings.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know sometimes when you should like shake hands or hug.
Yeah, I never know. For me, it always ends up being one of those when you're like, handshake, hug, handshake, hug.
Me too.
And then you both start doing that, like, what should we do? Oh, okay, hug, huh?
It's so awkward every time. Yeah. I hate it, but I don't know what else to do. Like, I can't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, me too. I remember when Elia and we were in Berlin, and we met up with his friend and her friend. We hung out with them one night, and then the next day we saw them again. And then Elia with his friend's friend went for the handshake to say hi for the first time. We were like, we met them yesterday.
Oh no, that one's bad. That's bad. That's a little awkward, not gonna lie.
Yeah, he did have like a different look, but still.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I remember one time when we were still in high school, you and I, and we had like this, I think it was like a 200 days before we graduated or something kind of party.
Oh, yeah.
Right before COVID. Like, I think it was one of the last parties we went to. And you remember we went to one in Fridhemsplan?
No.
When you still lived there. It's a party.
Was it like in a club?
Yeah, like a club bar rooftop thing.
Yeah. And
not rooftop, but like...
when we went to Backdoor after.
Yeah, I think so.
The gay club.
I think so.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Anyway, I remember, because the thing was, it was kind of like, it was for our school. So it was mostly just people like from our school, but like different classes, right? Because we had a lot of different classes for the same year. And there were these two, or I was saying hi to a friend, and then she was there with like two people that I think went in the same class or something, but I didn't know them. I didn't really... I did not clock who they were in any way, shape, or form. I don't think I had ever said hi to them. However, I was like introducing myself, and they were like, I remember one girl, she literally went, she was like, I know, we're in the same school. And I was like, oh.
Well, that doesn't mean you know each other. Just
no,
you're in
exactly.
the same school.
But I think I might have said hi to her before or something, but she looked like every other girl. I'm very sorry. She really did. So there was like nothing special.
It's hard.
It is hard. Like,
it is hard.
Like,
but
for me,
also, like, if you're in the same class, then of course, then it would be weird.
Yeah,
but if it's just like in the same school, and it was a big school, so it's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, but I remember that moment has stuck in my brain like since that day, and I find it so funny. So yeah, a bit awkward. Not gonna lie. And then I'm kind of like, because then I was like, oh, sorry. Yeah.
So I'm always terrified of that, that situation, kind of. But hey, it's fine.
But do you feel like that is more awkward than like someone not recognizing you, but you recognize them?
I feel more awkward about not recognizing them.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really care if someone doesn't recognize me. And also, I kind of get it. Like, if it's somebody I met years ago and it's, before transitioning, then I really get it. But people, I don't know. People seem to remember me more than I remember.
Yeah. Well, you have a very memorable name.
I think that's also the case.
And also in high school, you were like the one very gay.
That is very true. I was definitely, the first 2 weeks of school, I went with a full 2016 beat to school every day. And
like eyeshadow.
Yeah. Or not 2016, 2017. But you know, I was basically in drag for the first 2 weeks of school. And yeah, but it was fun. I liked it. But so I think most people remembered me quite quickly in that school, which was nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Something I was going to say also about the lesbian event club is that also I would want to go, but I feel like just because I'm a straight white man, even though I'm trans, it just looks weird if I'm there. Or I just feel weird being there because people don't know I'm trans, and it's not like I look queer necessarily. So I would just feel like I'm invading the space, or I'm like, you know, not supposed to be there, kind of.
Right. You should have just worn a pride flag shirt. Called it a day. Hey,
well, maybe
happy Pride.
But I hate that though, because I also know a lot of trans guys feel that way. Like when once you pass, and especially if you're like straight, or at least maybe you don't look queer, and you just look like a regular man, then you don't feel as invited to like LGBTQ spaces compared to before.
I get that though, and
So
I feel like
then you
that's
just
a bit
become
sad.
invisible. You just become one of the men.
Yeah, and
Like
I feel like a lot of trans men deal with that kind of invisibility, like quite often, no? Or like kind of also having the expectations flip so drastically of like feeling like you have a community and then being like, oh, I can't be here anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit weird. Like,
Yeah.
and it's unfortunate though.
Yeah, I feel like if I was pre-T, I'd be like, of course I can be here.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
But
But I you know, it wasn't necessarily a lesbian party. Like it was open to, there was nothing said about that per se. It was a private event, so like it was more just for the people who were invited kind of vibe. But it would have been fun if you came, but
yeah, well,
I get it.
Next time, if it's not on a Thursday, then you can go.
Fair, yeah. I had work the day after and I was like, oh,
Mm.
in the morning, it was interesting. But I did my thing, I worked, and it went well.
Nice. Well,
So it's fun.
I don't know what it is. When it's like weekdays, I'm like, I need to stick to my routine.
Yeah, you're very set in your routine.
Yeah. But on the weekends, I'm like, I can do whatever.
Yeah.
But
I get that though. But yeah, but it's always a bit tough when it comes to that. I always feel like, you know, I don't mind going out on weekdays if it's like a nice event, but it is a little like, oh, I have to get up that early the day after, and no, I don't like that.
yeah.
But yeah, one thing I like on the topic of what you were talking about though, there is one thing that I've seen like some trans men talk about online that I feel is quite like kind of relates to the topic a little bit, and something I wanted your like opinion on.
Oh.
So I've been seeing like a lot of trans guys who, you know, once they start passing specifically, you know, have been on T for a while, whatever, really have gotten into it, and then they just end up being like, for example, in a friend group, like the man of the group. Like let's say they're friends with like a lot of girls, for example, like, and then they become the man of the group, and then it's kind of like a shock to the brain because it's like, okay, so now I'm the one expected to like talk to people whenever there's an issue, or you know, go and order or go and do these things, like. And for some people it can be very euphoric, and for some people it can be a little bit more like just a shock that responsibility kind of gets placed on you rather than you coming into that feeling of like being that guy in that scenario, like taking the charge kind of. How do you feel about that? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'd just be happy and just feel like euphoric. But then also like, I think if I had an issue with it, I'd want to talk about it. Or like if I was in a group of just cis girls, for example, then I'd also feel weird that it's very like heteronormative that just because I'm a man, I have to do the male things. Or like, then I'd be like, okay, let's just mix that up.
Right.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, but I don't think I would have like, I don't think I would feel weird in a way that, you know, I want to be one of the girls, or like.
I don't know if that's necessarily the discourse on the topic. I think it's more so.
But I don't think it would be a shock, no.
Yeah, but I can understand why it would be also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
I think for me, like when I was pre-T and before transitioning, it was just annoying, or specifically when I was pre-T, the people didn't ask me Like they asked someone else.
I see that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Like I remember one time we were on Halloween, I think. We were taking an Uber. And it was me and then my cis guy friend and then us. Like just a couple of friends basically. But me and my cis guy friend were the only guys. But I was pre-T. And then we took like an XL Uber. So someone had to sit in the front seat with like next to the driver. And then someone was like, oh, well, you can, like, not to me, but to my cis guy friends, like, you can sit there because you're a guy or something.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
And
I
then
can
I had
see
a
why that
horrible
would
night
be
after that. I
annoying.
was like, oh, wow.
Oh. Okay. But that's like casual transphobia in a way. Like, little tiny rude kind of comment, in my opinion. Or it's not very considerate, at least.
Yeah. I think something that you just immediately you're like connect the dots, like, oh, you have a deep voice and you're like the Uber driver will see you as a guy but maybe not me in that way.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Which I hated. And then I cried.
I get that. I get that. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're gonna jump on over to a listener's question for the day. How you feel about that? Y'all feel ready? Okay.
Listener's question.
Let me find one.
I have one.
You have one?
Yep.
Okay. I am ready.
Hi Benji, I just wanted to ask if it's possible to mention this for the next podcast. Like the current situation I'm in is that I came out to my parents with a letter that I don't feel like a girl and I would like to be called Kian with the pronouns he, him, and that I don't like being called daughter or she. The problem is now that I feel like my parents are not really trying. I know it takes time, but I also would like them to come up to me, like ask questions or like support me. Like I came out to them twice and they told me they're fine with it, but I'm still missing the support, if you know what I mean. I'm sure I'm not the only one struggling with a situation like that. So if you have any advice, could you mention it in the podcast, please?
Okay. This is such a trippy. This is such a tricky subject. Because the thing is, it's like, it is kind of hard because regardless, it's always going to look different depending on situation to situation. Like, you never really know. One advice might not work for one person and might work for someone else, you know what I mean? But in general, I would say just try to be firm with yourself about it, or like maybe you could like gently or even harshly sometimes like try to correct your parents if they use like the wrong name and pronouns or whatever, or try to get like, if you have any siblings, like get them to try to do it, or like people around you. I
think a lot of parents or family members, they maybe don't get the seriousness of it. Maybe they're like, even they might not say it to you, but maybe they think to themselves or even talk with each other about it. Like, oh, it's probably just a phase. Like, we'll just be like, okay, we're supportive, and then we'll let it pass. Because they don't really think that it's like serious.
Exactly.
So I think trying to make them understand how serious it is helps them realize that, or like at least try a little bit. Because I know it can be hard, especially hearing from them, oh, we support you and we're okay with it, but then you don't see that, you don't see the support, you don't feel it, even though they say it to you.
Yeah. So
even though it's hard, maybe trying to, like, if you came out in a letter, maybe write them another letter and be like if that's easier than talking to them, be like, oh, I'm so happy that you support me, but I really need to see more effort. And I really need to see you trying to use the right pronouns, or I have a lot I want to talk about with it. Like, feel free to ask me questions about it, because that's also something that I felt from some people when I came out to them. They were just like, okay. I'm like, are you not going to ask me anything about it? And then I don't want to just randomly talk about it because maybe they don't want to know, or maybe they feel weird. I just like bring up, you know, my thought process and, you know, how I feel about everything. But I think also a lot of people, when you come out to them, they don't want to pry or they don't want to make you uncomfortable. So that's why I didn't ask any questions. So then also letting them know that you can ask how many questions you want. I want you to be informed about this. So please what do you want to know? Like,
for sure.
this is
No,
a
I
serious
agree.
business.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I feel like a lot of parents, they don't understand that it is truly important and that one is very serious about it. So yeah, kind of showing that it is a like serious subject kind of might help. But yeah, no, I can relate to it. Sometimes I'm like with my mom and stepdad, I'm like, hello, like,
Yeah.
can you not like
Try a bit harder.
try a little
please.
harder? Hello, like, it's been some time now.
I also don't think people like. I don't think they all realize how hurtful it is when you get misgendered, or even like I feel like it's also better even if you get misgendered, but that the person like corrects himself or at least like apologizes, not like make a scene, but at least like, oh, I'm so sorry, or move on.
Exactly.
And
But
not
it's worse
just-
when it's like they continue doing it, kind of.
Yeah, and then act like they don't really care.
Yeah. For
So-
sure.
It's a tricky situation, but
It does get better with time. I feel
Yeah.
like also as like things start changing, I think it'll get easier also. Like once they see more of it, sometimes it's hard in the beginning because they're like, what? But I don't see you like that yet. Or like they think that you magically one day are just going to be completely flipped and
Yeah.
different. But that's not the case. It's a process. So sometimes it gets easier with a little bit of time in that regard too.
yeah,
But yeah.
definitely. Especially if you maybe start experimenting more, or maybe you change your style a bit. Like if that's something you want, then maybe sometimes that helps people to realize that it's not just something you're saying, it's something that you're physically changing your expression, your appearance, and the way you behave, like more to what you want.
For sure.
And then maybe they see that, oh, this is real, you know.
Exactly. I agree.
But it's painful,
It is.
sadly.
And we feel for you. Really. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll get better.
Yeah. All right.
Communication is key.
It really is, though. It truly is. So, anyway, before we end off this episode today, we want to say a big thank you for 10K on Instagram.
Thank you so much.
Woo.
If you don't follow us, go do it.
It's trans and transparent.
Yes, on Instagram.
Yeah.
We post a lot of shorts, also some updates on our stories and stuff, and that's also where you can send in if you have any questions you want us to answer in the listener's question part of every episode. You can just send us a DM or leave a comment or whatever you want.
Yeah. Free that.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like and comment and subscribe or wherever you are, whatever platform you're on. And
we're gonna have a funeral for the rat now.
yeah, we are. AKA letting people who work here know that there's a rat.
Yes. So they can bury it.
Yeah. Thank y'all very much. And we love y'all. And hope to see you in the next episode.
Yes. Love you. Bye.
Give me a reason why